Hi everyone, today we have a Dollar Tree mini haul. They had some new things at Dollar Tree that I hadn't seen before, and I thought you'd be interested in seeing them too. We're going to test out the crochet hooks, we're going to test out the knitting needles, and we're going to check out this yarn. So let's get started. So I had to get this. I just needed to see what it was like. This is Yarnspirations Red Heart Crafties. I'd never seen Yarnspirations at Dollar Tree before, or Red Heart. I'd only seen Premier. So will they be carrying more colors in the future? Because I only saw black and gray at my store. Maybe they'll have a huge array of colors. That would be nice. Okay, so of course this is made by Coats & Clark. This is just basic gray. And is this just basic black? Yeah, this is just black. Okay. It's a number 4 medium. You're supposed to use a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook or 5 millimeter knitting needles. It's just your basic acrylic yarn. It feels like Red Heart Super Saver, to be honest. But as you know, I love Red Heart Super Saver. When you wash it, it softens up, and I found that the items I make with it, they keep their shape, and they actually are some of my favorite items. So let's see how this feels though. I'm pretty sure it's just Red Heart Super Saver. I mean, could it be something else? Could it be like something else? I don't know. So I'm gonna use a 5 millimeter because that's what I have right next to me. Yeah, this is just like Red Heart Super Saver. Yep. Red Heart Super Saver all the way. But I like it, you know. I mean, it's great. Perfect. I'm just going to make a small swatch here. Oh yeah. It works just like Red Heart Super Saver. Okay, I don't really need to do any more because I know this, love it, like it, everything's great. Okay. This feels exactly the same as this. So I'm not even going to take it out of the wrapper. Just gonna wrap this back up. Oh, and while we were out, I live in a beach town and the beach is just like down the street. So we decided to stop everything yesterday and just walk to the beach. So I took some footage of that, so here it is. Sometimes you just have to take a break and go to the beach. So we're walking on the beach and we see this really big rock, and if we're lucky, we might be able to find a little tide pool situation, maybe some, you know, starfish. There's some little swimming things. I don't know what they are, but there are some swimming things. Oh, there's a butterfly. Look, a butterfly. Okay, nothing over here. Right there, a starfish. And some sea anemones, I think. I don't know what those are called. I can't remember. So fun. Lots of little swimming things here. I don't know what they are. Are they fish? Are they shrimp? What are they? Maybe right there. There's one of our lighthouses here in Newport. Here's another rock. We're coming up against another rock, and I think this one looks pretty deep. Maybe there are tide pools in this one too. Maybe better tide pools. We're gonna find out. Lots of those little fish again, or whatever they are. Nothing so far. Lots of sea kelp. Looks like spinach or lettuce right there. Yeah, that looks like spinach or lettuce. Ah, darn. No more this time. I'm sure there'll be others. Look how foggy it is. We're heading back now and it's just so foggy. I don't know if it's showing up. Oh, there we go. Look how foggy that is. It's not cold though. Okay, now let's look at the crochet hooks. They had a 4.5 and a 5.5. It looks like they're trying to copy the style of a Clover Amour, which is this hook. So let's see how they measure up. So I can feel a difference in the hooks right away. This looks like it's smoother, but actually this is smoother. This is the Clover, this is the Crafter Square Dollar Tree brand, and I can already tell that this hook is not going to glide as well as the Clover Amour. But let's see. Let's see. So they actually have 5.5s, which is what this yarn recommends. Let's see. Actually, I'm not feeling the difference though. Really. Oh, maybe a little bit. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I feel the difference a little bit. It's not a big, huge difference though. Let me use some other yarn. Hold on, hold on. This is KC Knit and Crochet Essential from Joann's, or now Michael's, I guess. Michael's might have them, I don't remember. Obviously, this is a 3, I think. Is this a 3? This is the color Rainforest. This is a 3. But we're not really trying to get gauge. We're just trying to see how the hook feels. So I think that this yarn is so scratchy that I'm not really getting a good feel of what the hook is like. So I want to use just a plain cotton. You know what? This is fine. Okay. There's just a little bit more glide with this one. And this feels rubberized, like there's a little bit more cushion. This has less cushion because this is just plastic, but it does feel good in your hand. You know, it's not that big of a difference. I wouldn't, you know, I'm going to use this. It's not that bad. It's good enough. I mean, this will do. This is actually not bad. Let's look at the 4.5. Yeah, your finger just glides on this one. This one, you have a little bit of resistance. But I think it'd be fine. Let's see. Okay, I'm feeling more resistance with this one for some reason. But you know what? It's still good. It's still usable. I'm still going to use it. I think it's great. I think they're good. I think they're a good option. If you're on a budget or in a pinch, grab them. They're great. They work. Okay, next thing. We have knitting needles. This is a 4.5 millimeter and this is a 6 millimeter. They're just your basic bamboo needles. They look a lot like the Clover ones. These feel rough. I mean, they look rough. They look rough. And they feel rough. But you know, if you're... Oh. Are we in danger of a splinter? I don't think so. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is not the right weight of yarn to use, but we're still gonna try it. These do feel rougher. You know? They are a little rougher, but if you're using a very slippery yarn, this might not be so bad. It's very hard to knit when I'm far away from my body. I'm used to having it right next to me and I'm trying to put it under the camera. You know, I think it's fine. These are great too. They're just a tiny bit rougher, but you know, who cares, right? I think it'll do the job. These will work fine. All right. I'm pretty sure these are gonna feel the same. Oh, these are smoother. These actually feel smoother. I mean, they're great. I say pick them up. They only had the 2 sizes. Both of these are 80 centimeters long, which that means 31.49 inches. So that's cool. You can make sweaters with them. So they're long, that'll work. And I don't know if you saw my last vlog, but if you want them shorter, you just detach it right here, snip it to the length you want, and then glue it back on, and you have shorter needles for whatever you want to make. I also like that these are so inexpensive because you can buy a ton of them and cut them down to the length you want. In fact, that's a really great idea. I think I'm going to do that. Why did I only buy 2? The crochet hooks, I'm keeping them. I'm going to be using them. I like them. And the yarn, I like the yarn too. So I think this was a very, very successful haul because I have things that I'm actually going to use and they're actually good. All right, guys, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out my shop, shoptiffanybliss.com, and also my website, tiffanybliss.com. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.